Hi, Michael again. Today is Thursday, July 25th, 2013. I want to talk about the police checkpoints and Border Patrol checkpoints that are set up across the U.S. at this point. If you haven't seen these, there are random checkpoints in cities across the U.S. They say that they're doing this basically to prevent us from terrorist attacks. Unfortunately, if I was a terrorist and I was carrying a bomb, had guns, wanted to do ill will towards the U.S., I would just blow up I would detonate my bomb at the checkpoint. So I don't understand that. Um, but this is in violation of laws that were established in 1987 by the Supreme Court under the Ingersoll Palmer case. Border Patrol are required to check cars and drivers that are entering the U.S. either through Mexico, Canada, coming in from another country into airports. Yes, they do check those people, and that is a good thing. However, they've decided to extend their reach from borders, and they're going up to 100 miles away from any border. They are saying that they can search your vehicle without probable cause. This is not something that is legal. There are ways to avoid it. We are protected under the Fourth Amendment, and if you don't know what the Fourth Amendment is, it is to protect people from unlawful searches and seizures without probable cause. If you're stopped by them, you do not have to answer any questions. All you need to do is ask if you've committed a crime, and more than likely, they're not going to answer you. At that point, ask them if you are free to go. If if they say anything other than you're free to go, you don't have to submit. Never ever say it is okay for them to search your vehicle. They could find anything in your car and use it against you, and that is a violation of the Fourth Amendment. They say that they target people with beards, with brown skin, with dirty cars. Unfortunately, I have a beard. My vehicle is dirty. That doesn't make me a terrorist. And as you can see behind me, I support the military 100%. I was in the military. I don't know too many people that were in the military would come out and say, "Yeah, I'm going to go blow something up." It's not something that we are okay with. We don't condone that. We don't accept it. So as far as these border patrol agents go, this is ridiculous. And until people start standing up against the government, we are never ever going to get out of this police state that we are in. Now, as far as the checkpoints go, and saying that you don't have to answer questions, you don't have to submit to a search. That is something that they cannot force on you. If they do, make sure that you have a camera or your cell phone, something recording the whole situation going on. That will usually deter them. In some cases, it won't. In that case, first thing you want to do is get a hold of an attorney while they are trying to search you. As soon as they say that, tell them you're calling an attorney, get on the phone. Never roll your window down all the way. Roll it down enough for you to hear what they're saying and for them to hear what you're saying. Now, if you have open containers in your vehicle, beer cans, liquor bottles, if your car smells like pot, that is going to be probable cause. And they can search at that point. They don't need your consent. Now, as far as these Border Patrol agents go, they have been ordered by the president, obviously. But just so you guys know, Obama is a big supporter of the Muslim Brotherhood. If you haven't seen this on the news, President Obama has given a directive, a secret directive, that is going to give support to the Syrian rebels, which is the Muslim Brotherhood, access to our military and allowing the military to help them. So basically, Obama is supporting terrorism. Now, if you don't believe it, or you think that this is just a bunch of BS, bunch of crap, you can look it up. It's right there. Google it. Google the Syrian rebellion, and you'll see where Obama has ordered U.S. troops to give aid. He says that it's nothing more than radio communications. Why would you need the U.S. military to provide radio communication? They don't. That's just a cover story for Obama to get his agenda across. And, that's this whole situation with, our dictator. I like to call him a dictator because that's what he's doing. He has turned our country into a police state. And until people wake up and figure out that, hey, he's not who he says he is, he's never provided any type of documentation that even says he's a citizen. So, you guys voted for him and you wanted change. Now you have it. He's done everything to take over the media. He's taken over our freedom. If you guys don't know about this, Obama, about a week ago now, he put in an executive order which says that he can take over and monitor all communications, internet, phone, anything like that. He has a hand in now. I just don't understand why people sit idly by. Now, by saying idly by, I don't mean, going out and, shooting somebody up. I mean doing something like what I'm doing, bringing this to the public's attention. I do not condone anybody that goes anywhere and shoots anybody. I just don't think that's right. And, now we have cops that are going out and shooting dogs. I have a real problem with that. I'm a pet owner. I love dogs. I love any animal. There was a case down in, I think it was in Arizona. I'm not completely sure on the facts of that. I just read it this morning. But there was a person that was murdered, and the police department went to the house to notify, his mother and father, brothers. And while the police were there, one of the brothers was outside, crying, being upset. He just lost his brother. Well, they had a pit bull. Pit bull went inside when the brother was outside, totally distraught about losing his brother. The dog went in, barked at the cop. The cop shot the dog dead. So not only did they lose their son, their brother, somebody that they loved, but then the cop thought it was a good idea to go ahead and shoot the dog. This sickens me. The way that the police are using just as hard as they can to make us submit to what they want. I think it's ridiculous. I have somebody in my family that's a cop, and I know for a fact that he's not happy about this. He's a very, very well known person in the town that he is a police officer in. And he's been on the force for 25 plus years. and he would never do anything to jeopardize his credibility or the credibility of the police department that he works for. So I'm not saying that all cops are bad, but it's the few that are that make it bad for all the other police officers. Now, as far as the police go, if you don't know about this, they turn away anybody that has over 100 IQ, and that's on record. Because if you have under 100 or under IQ, through research and scientific studies and stuff, they have shown that people that have a low IQ will do what they're told. They won't, they don't have a mind for themselves, so they're not gonna think anything is wrong. They're being told to do it, that's right. But, if Obama told them to jump off a bridge, some people might. But if people really wake up and see what's going on, you're going to see that this just isn't the way that United States is supposed to be. We are the land of the free, home of the brave. We don't do anything to jeopardize our freedom. We need to be free. And, we're turning into South Korea. And, the government has turned into Nazis. And this is the first step, checkpoints. The next step, supplying rebels with weapons. I mean, what else is Obama going to do? Most presidents, when they're in office, maybe one, maybe two executive orders. Obama is over 300 in 5 years as president. And I see a problem with that. I don't know if anybody else does. The Obamacare, that's one of his executive orders, and it's falling apart. He can't even get employers to carry it. He had to extend it another year. So, way to go, Obama. Good call. So, I hope this will wake some people up. I know that I'm kind of, I'm not the best speaker. But I feel it's my duty to wake people up and let them know what's going on. If you're looking for places to find stuff that I've talked about between the Trayvon Martin case, between the Michael Hastings murder, this one as well with the police department, you can Google all this stuff. There is a good website. It's Infowars.com, PrisonPlanet.tv. And it's Alex Jones. That's who has these two websites. If you guys saw the Michael Hastings video that I did, I kind of went into detail a little bit about Alex Jones. The guy, he knows what he's talking about. And that's all there is to it. So if you guys watch the video, go to Infowars.com, PrisonPlanet.tv, check it out, and I hope some of you pay attention to what's going on, and it's either that or we're just going to become Birdland, have a big wall up or something. So, well, have a good night, folks.